All right. So, hi, everybody, and welcome to our live Blab event where we talk about your website challenges and usually how it works. If you have questions, if you have challenges, driving traffic to your website, using social media for your website, or maybe understanding your analytics, so you can grow your business and your website traffic and performance, then you can just send us your questions and then we can go ahead and answer them. In the meantime, we are going to talk about technology and all the things related to website optimization and increasing traffic. And with me, okay, so I'm your host, Amel. I'm an SEO and web analytics consultant. So I help entrepreneurs, small and medium businesses improve their website so they can make more revenue. And with me, I have Pamela and Robert. So I'll let them present themselves. So Pamela, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Pamela Gomez. I'm in Nassau, Bahamas. I founded a company called Au Natural Aromatherapy, but I dabble in technology in my spare time. I do have a degree in management information systems, and I am excited to be here tonight. Robert?
I'm Robert O'Haber, 13-year veteran of search engine marketing, optimization, social media, whole bunch of stuff. A host of a talk show called Search Talk Live. We talk about nothing but SEO, social media, everything. And next week, actually, I have Emil as my guest.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me. So that's the good news. I'm so happy and so excited about it. So next week I'll be on Robert radio show on, is it Tuesday? Am I right?
Tuesday, 3:30.
All right, cool. So we are going to talk about conversion optimization. So that's going to be a really, really great topic.
And I'll be listening.
Okay, so that's good. All right, so any challenges this week with technology? Pamela, maybe Robert? I know I have one, so I'm eager to, ask you the question and see if you can help me out before the end of the hour. So you want to start, Pamela? Maybe you, Rob, before I continue with that?
Well, as you guys know, last week I had some issues with my website.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It turned out it wasn't actually a hack. What happened is WordPress didn't update the PHP backend.
Okay.
All the plugins and everything upgraded, so it caused issues. So I had to go into the backend and actually remove some code and get that process rolling. So I had PHP update, and once I did that, it popped right back up. So
really?
Oh wow, that's interesting.
Good to know.
Yeah, but here's the thing: you are actually a geek person. You are good with technology, but if it happens to someone who doesn't have that background, how would you know that it's a PHP update or upgrade or something that you need to remove from the script itself?
Yeah.
You really wouldn't.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. So. So that's why it's actually a good thing to have someone in your network that knows technology, so you can go to that person and ask them to help you out. So now it's back to normal. Everything is okay?
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. So that's what. Yeah, go ahead, Pamela.
I'm just saying that's wonderful because I was so afraid that he'd lost everything last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ranks went down a little bit, but they're starting to come back up. So.
Okay, that's good. That's good. And so that's the thing about WordPress. That actually WordPress is a good platform. It's kind of an SEO ready platform. But in the other hand,
something goes wrong.
Yeah, if something goes wrong, it's kind of sometimes difficult to figure out if you're not technical. And if you're technical, well, you're gonna find it out. Okay, we have Roy who's ready. All right, cool. To join us. Yeah, so that's the only thing that for me.
Hey, Roy.
Hi, Roy. Hey. So for me, with WordPress, it's easy. A lot of new entrepreneurs who are starting out online, they start with WordPress, but they don't realize that, hey, you need to be technically savvy, or if you're not savvy, you have really to find someone who can help you if your WordPress goes down. So I don't know.
Yeah,
so hi, Roy.
that kind of grew from an internal need, like, and that's how I learned all that I know nowadays. It's like, a client had a need, and so I went out and learned it as much as I possibly could. But what's going on, Roy?
Hey, Robert. Hey, Pamela. Hey, Amra. Actually, I'm scheduled to be hosting a blab in probably around 50 minutes from now. So I'm just scouting around and looking out for. So I came across your topic that says having website challenge, and I thought I'll drop in and check if you might have, you guys might have some time, and then maybe we can jam together. So just to give you guys I think you want to know what this is all about. So I'll quickly tell you what it is without, taking time on what you're doing here. So Big Blab event has been happening since 15th of November, 4 p.m. Eastern, and it's going on continuously for 7 days, non-stop for 168 hours. Now, the reason behind the event is because it's Global Entrepreneurship Week and it's happening on Blab. So being an entrepreneur is, as you guys might know, is like a 24/7 thing, especially when you're just starting off as a solopreneur or an entrepreneur or something like that. So the objective behind having that is to keep in with the spirit of being an entrepreneur. And so you have people from across the globe, from Australia, me from India, and many people from the States and across different parts of the world that have been coming in and sharing their insights with other entrepreneurs that might need that, So that's what's happening. And my slot is from 8 to 9 p.m. So I was, I was looking out to see if I could find somebody to jam up with, and probably we could talk about things that might help other entrepreneurs in their journey,
Roy, are you having an earthquake where you're at?
Well, I've got headsets. I don't know why you.
Your camera is shaking a lot.
Oh, okay. That's because I'm not on my desk. I had to quickly just come up here and get into this cam so I could explain it to you. I'll be on my desk in a short while. I'm in the middle of something.
Okay.
All right. That explains it.
Yeah, it's an amazing topic. That's good. It's starting today and it's gonna run for 7 days.
Is
It started on the 15th of November. So
this the same blab that Robert C. Stern is on and a couple others?
Yes, the same thing.
They woke me up last night at 2 a.m. Okay, Robert sent me a tweet and says, Pamela, get online. And I did, listening to Robert. And what happened is they had a competition to see who could get the most persons on, whether Gen or Gen, what is it, Gen X or
Gen Z. It's
Gen
about,
Z.
They wanted to know what was going to attract Gen Z to come to that blab, and they were doing a social experiment.
So at 2 a.m., my phone goes off, and it's Robert Stern. Get online, and I did.
He actually did a scope right off the back to kind of get people to come there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I've been on there last night. So okay,
Awesome.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah, so you guys can consider it because you guys are already going to be spending an hour here, and I don't know if you got plans after that. So if you guys can, just let me know, and then I can probably set it up. Yeah?
Nice. Thank you very much for thinking, of inviting us. That's good. Thank you, Roy. Thank you very much.
Yeah, because it'll really help other people to know about challenges in website. Like Robert said, he specializes in social media marketing among other things, and Pamela seems to be pretty has a lot of experience being an entrepreneur herself, and you specialize in SEO and challenges that people face with websites. So I think that'll really help a lot of people out there, and me as well, I'm sure. So I'll keep my mouth shut at that so that I don't hijack your blab, and you guys can achieve the purpose you set out to. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Roy.
I'll join you.
See you later. Thanks.
Thanks, Robert. Thanks, Pam. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, that's good. Sounds really interesting. So yeah, we're talking about so your website. So now it's good. Your website. Thanks to God, it's not hacked or anything, because the recovering from a hacked website, it's really, really kind of difficult. So I'm happy for you, Robert. So my challenge is: do you have any challenge, Pamela? Technical challenge this week with your website?
Not really a technical challenge. For me, I had been working on a couple things. So, first of all, I got a question about Twitter.
Okay.
I've had now nearly 20 persons invited me to be on their Twitter lists. But these are lists that they created.
Okay.
What's the purpose of these lists? When I tweet, it just means that my tweet goes to their list,
Well,
or
they
can I
don't
use
invite,
their
they don't
list?
invite you, they add you. It's just a way to
add-
organize you can make lists of like marketing people, social media people, and you can put them all in a separate list, and it just kind of organizes it.
Yes, I have. I've done that. But what's happening is now persons who I have not even socialized with or befriended, they're adding me to their list. So
Because you're
my
Pamela.
question, pardon?
Good one.
I didn't hear that.
That's because you're Pamela.
Oh, come on, Robert. Now I need to know. When I tweet, does that mean they get all my tweets? Or can I send a separate tweet to all of them, like the groups? But I don't see them in my listing.
Only if they follow you will they get your tweets.
I got to figure this out because so many people are now adding me to lists, and I don't know how can I reach them. You know, like I want to send them.
They use that to network as well. Like if they need a service or something, they'll go in that list, and they need a social media person, they'll go in there and their social media list. And
Okay.
I like the reason I dropped in, guys.
Yeah.
Is because I heard Pamela's question and I found that a really interesting question. So if you don't mind, can I give my insights?
Of course, go ahead. Yes, of course.
Definitely.
Cool. So Pamela, here's what Twitter lists are. Let's say, you're on Twitter, we are all on Twitter. So now when you come across, some people will look out for hashtags, see what people are tweeting with regards to a hashtag. So what must have happened is, do you use, I'm assuming you use hashtags, Pamela. Do you do that in your tweets? Yeah.
I do.
So that's how they found you. They searched for your hashtag and they came across your post. And when they came across your tweet, sorry. So when they saw your tweet and your hashtag, then they figured out that you've got to do something with, I don't know, what's the most used hashtag that you have, Pamela?
Essential oils or can scope.
Okay, so let's go with essential oil. So they must have checked out for hashtags of essential oil. So let's say I did that. Yeah, I'm Roy. I don't know you. I've never met you. Let's assume that's the case. And I looked out for hashtag essential oils, and I came across this tweet by Pamela. Now I can create a list, say, of essential oils, or name it anything, oil experts or whatever I might want to call that list, and I can add you to that list. Now, why would I do that? The reason I do that is because if I want to keep a track of people that are tweeting with that hashtag or have relevant tweets, I can go to that. So when I go to the list, so anybody can put anybody to a list. So if I want to put Amel to a list, I can. So it's completely up to me. So Amel cannot decide whether she wants to be on my list or not. So it's up to me to have the list. Now the reason, just like Robert was saying, the reason people create that list is so that, because let's say I've got 10,000 followers or 20,000 followers or 100,000 followers. Your tweet feed in the homepage is going to be really, it's going to be like 2,000 tweets, 10,000 tweets, every probably hour. So you want to go to those lists and find out specific tweets that are going out in that area. And that's why they do that. So for you to be on a list, Pamela, is good for you because that gives you a wider reach. So that's good news for you. You should be happy about more people adding you to lists.
Okay, I'm happy.
could be a customer.
I'm happy, but in that regard, I started creating my own list, but I didn't know the meaning behind the lists, right? So I just put them in line of, let's say, technology persons or mentors and positive motivational speakers or something to that effect. So I got about 4 lists going right now. And
awesome.
I didn't know what's behind it. Now that I know, I could use them better.
I created lists, but I forgot to use them, and I got too many followers to go back and.
One of the lists that I create, Pamela, is called. I call it Love My Tribe. Now, why do I create that list? Is because one of my objectives in being on Twitter is engaging and connecting with people that I love to, network with on a professional as well as a personal basis. So I create that list, and then let's say I met you now here on Blab. I met Amel, I met Robert. I love you guys. So I follow you on Twitter. Yeah, thank you. And then I'll add you all to my list, and then I'll keep following you all. Probably check on you all every weekend and say, hey, I hope you guys are having a great weekend, and send out a tweet. So that helps me to engage with the people that I know I can't.
We're here every Friday night at 7. Eastern Standard Time, so feel free to pop in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look forward to it. I mean, there's so much of in the world that we live in, you can never really be know-it-all. There's always a lot to learn and evolve and grow, and the more you're open-minded to that and ready to absorb information and knowledge from others, the better.
Yeah, that's good.
Positivity.
Thanks for stopping in, Roy.
Thanks,
you
buddy.
for your input with this question. And actually, when you want to get noticed by someone on Twitter, you can add them to your Twitter list. It's really a way to like notify them that they've been added to a list, and sometimes they can thank you.
They've been stopped.
Exactly, in a way, yeah. But like in a nice way too. So.
They've been observed. Okay. I see the dogs barking me away, so I'm going.
Bye, Roy.
Bye, Roy.
I can't turn it
All right,
off.
now,
Better
Robert.
turn it off, Robert.
Okay, I have Roy who wants to join
Hi,
us.
Pamela.
How are you?
I'm great. Hi again, Amel. And hi, Robert. Nice to meet you.
Hey, Roy.
So, yeah, I wanted to chime in also about those Twitter lists and help you maybe wrap your mind around it a little bit better, Pamela. So if you're following any more people than you can actually watch and see all of their tweets on a daily basis, that's why lists are there for you. So that way you can have a list for your inner circle people that you like to follow. You don't want to miss not one of their tweets, and you put them in there and you make it manageable. So, for example, my list has about a handful of people, about 5 or 6 people in it. I don't want to miss these people's tweets. Okay, that's my inner circle. And then the other one that I have is for people I want to be on their radar. These are people I want to get to know. And so as I'm watching them and see what they post, now I can take one of their posts and go, oh, I'm going to retweet that, or I'm going to comment on this, and so on and so forth. And then these folks will start to realize, oh, who's this guy, Roy Montero? So what's happening with you, if you're just finding yourself on someone's list, that's what they've done. Either they think you're worthy of their inner circle, they want to get on your radar, they like your stuff. But if you've been all doing what I've been doing here on Blab and visiting other people, then they will do that as well. And people have put me on their Blab list. So these are people who blab. You understand what I'm saying? Or these are people who do this or do that. So it's very interesting how you can use these various lists. It's just an easier way of taking a sip from the fire hose that Twitter is. You understand what I'm saying? It's hard to take a sip out of a fire hose, right? So then you do a little bit of a trickle with some of these people that you put onto their Twitter list. So when you find yourself being put on someone's Twitter list, which Twitter will let you know, that's a good thing. It's thumbs up.
Yeah.
You should reach out to those people and say, at the very least, thank you. And at the very most, help them by retweeting them, getting to know them, asking them to come over here and do a meet and greet with you on Blab or something like that, or just get on the phone or get on Skype. You know what I'm saying? So it's a way to reach out and network to people when they put you on their lists.
And these guys named Roy are brilliant. It's the second Roy we've had tonight. So.
Yeah, these Roys are really, I mean.
Yeah, my pleasure.
You,
my pleasure.
Roy.
I'll jump off and finish my dinner. I'm still listening, so I might jump in again if I hear something. Thanks, guys.
No problem. Thank you.
Roy. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so
Bye.
Robert, you just did something that really you have to share with us how you did it. You know, when you
I know that.
you put the image of the dog. So how did you do that?
It came
What's
with my
your
cam. I
secret?
can actually I can sync it with my face, and I can move my mouth and talk and turn my head and all kinds of stuff with it. It's really
So
cool.
you're not using your camera. You're using like a software or something like that.
It came with my webcam. Yeah.
Okay. So that's why. That's actually fantastic. All right. So I think we have
I can do that with my Manicam.
Revi Cards. Thank you for joining us. If you have question or if you want to join the seat and talk about technology and your website challenges, please feel free to do so. Okay, so I have a kind of a challenge this week. I'm trying to wrap up my head around it. Maybe I'm trying to force the technology to work for me, and it shouldn't. Oh my God, this is a scary cat, Robert.
All right, Robert, you're having fun with this.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do something like that next time. All right. Okay, so see you later,
No,
Roy.
please don't.
Hopefully, we're gonna come and jam with you in your event, and we wish you the best. And hopefully, we'll talk to you soon. So,
See you soon.
okay, we'll ping you. How do you want us to ping you on? Oh yeah, we'll just put something on the chat there when we'll be there. All right, cool. So just follow us on Twitter, and so we can keep the conversations going. Okay, Roy. All right, so Revi Cards. But welcome, you're a first-time blabber. Yeah, okay, so we don't bite, so it's fine. You can join the seat if you want to ask questions, or if you actually want to add answers and answer one of our questions, actually. All right, so Robert, here's my my challenge this week, and hopefully you're gonna help out. All right, so you know that there is a new platform. It's called. Okay, hold on, because I don't want to say something that it doesn't make sense here. But I'm gonna just explain I'm gonna explain what I'm trying to do. Right, come on. Right. So the idea is, sorry.
I was just gonna make a joke. Never mind. Go ahead.
Right.
Because the Periscope's been around a while.
Right, nice.
It's not Periscope. No. It's something new, super cool. The quality of it actually looks like Blab, right? But the quality of the video, I don't know how and I don't know why. The quality really is way better. And yes, I know. It just hold on. Just give me a second. I'm trying to find. Come on.
Yeah, you've got a pretty good quality camera there.
I do. I've added some light.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm working on. I'm learning. It's called. Okay, so let me summarize. All right. So first, this week I had two big challenges. One challenge that I'm kind of trying to figure out, and I think I have a solution for it. The second one, I'm still trying to find a solution. So the first one was the lights when you're in doing a video, and how. Like where should you place your lightning and stuff like that. So I took a YouTube. Hold on, sorry, excuse me. So if you know, maybe you don't know, but YouTube they have a video course that if you take the course, there's like tests, and at the end they give you a certificate for taking the course, which is cool because you can add that to your credentials. And they had like something about lightning and like how to use the light, where to place the light, which is really cool. So I've been looking for that, and I think I'm trying to figure out the system. So what do you think, guys, of my light right now on the camera? Looks good.
It's excellent.
It might be a little too much because it's really bright over here.
Yeah, because the light is coming from there. So so that's good because it means that I have to put another light from the other side to quite okay. So that's good. So that's the first challenge. Second one, it's as I said, it's a new platform. It's looks like Blab, but it's not like Blab, which is strange what I'm saying. It's called Fire Talk. Because I'm just gonna put here my channel there, and I'm gonna tell you what I liked about it, and we can actually figure out the technical challenge that I'm actually facing right now. So I know we can't be on all these crazy social video streaming platform all at once. So here's my channel. So the cool thing about this Fire Talk, it's you have your own page, okay? So whenever you add a video and you are live or anything like that, it's on that page. So the URL of the page doesn't change, all right? So like compared to Blab, every time you create a new Blab, well, you create a new URL. All right, so which is, in a way, it's good because you can actually SEO the URL, and we're all SEO people here, so so we can work with that. But in the other hand, well, every week you have to promote the new URL. So it's kind of I'm trying to figure out a way where I'll be able to use. So I will be able to stream the Blab and have it on Fire Talk at like at the same time in a way. And Fire Talk is connected to YouTube. And we know that you can actually stream live on YouTube. So my technical challenge is how would I go about linking these three platforms together to be only on one platform, but have my video showing up in all the three of them.
I don't think it can happen. Not with Blab.
They all use an encoder, whatever it's called. Yeah, encoder, something like that. Yeah. So
I don't think you could live stream it, because if you were like with Blab, you can't share a screen or a window.
Yeah.
So that's it makes it hard.
See the Fire Talk, you can actually, that's what's cool about it. You can actually stream like you can go live, okay? And then you can switch and pick a YouTube video and show that YouTube video during when you're live. You're still live when you're doing it. So you can switch to YouTube and come back to your live streaming, and it's still going, which is really nice. Hey, hi, Roy. We have...
I hear what you're saying, Amel. Right now with Blab, let me find this out from you. On Fire Talk, do they have the same homepage, kind of letting all the live shows show? In other words, when you go, yes? So it's basically the same thing?
Yes.
And how many seats do they have?
Okay, right now, because I think it's in beta or something, it's only 2.
Only 2 seats. Okay.
Yes.
That is not going to be good. People from here will not go over there, I don't think. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think, Pamela? Yeah, you have...
I don't. I'm looking at the site right now, and it's so different. I'm looking at it, and they list all the live shows up at the top of the screen, and the quality seems very good, but because it does not facilitate more than 2 persons,
yeah,
I really don't
they
think
have to have at least 4 like this. In order for them to even grab anybody from here, it has to be like this. It has to be exactly like this. So if they go to 6 seats, it's not going to work. If they go to 2 seats, it's not going to work, in my humble opinion. And I think you guys think the same thing. What I would recommend right now, since you have the ability to embed your profile page. So your profile page is new here. It's a little different than what it was before. So let me qualify by saying I've been here for 5 months. I've seen a lot of changes. Okay, a lot of changes, and they're getting very, very good. So what I'm recommending that people do is create a /blab on their website. So Amel, if your website is amel.com, you would go /blab. And that's where you would send people and put your profile page as an embed. Because the minute you go live, when people go to your profile page, that's the first thing they see is your live video going and streaming. Okay, and if you schedule something, it will show your scheduled blabs as well. Plus, it shows all of your replays on your page. So this way, you can brand SEO your /blab page or whatever. I mean, you can make it whatever, /show, /on air, /whatever, /TV. It doesn't matter what you want to call it, but that will be constant, and it will be your blab page for your profile page. Now, you can also do a separate one for your show, where you just embed your upcoming show. When you schedule a show here, you will automatically get your embed code down below, right? Have you guys been noticing that? So you just take that embed code and replace it with whatever you want to do as far as your page is concerned. And now on that page, you can also promote yourself. You can put like some sort of a cool header up at the top. Then you can put your embed, and below you can say, here's my opt-in, here's my free gift, here's my courses, whatever you want. It's all right there for them to do what they need to do. So I'm just saying, brand yourself, take the blab embed and bring it over to your own website, and people don't even ever have to go to blab, because everything you see here will be shown there for the show embed. You'll see the Texting on the side, you can actually do that as well. You can text right from your page. You can see everything on the left. Everything you see here is duplicated on your website. So I'll pause right there and see if you guys are with me. If you want to ask me any questions, please do.
Okay. So I have something to add to this, because actually I know for a fact that when you embed your Blab, okay, event on your website, it slow down your website immensely. And it can, and we all know for SEO, we need to have a really fast website, or it's going to hurt us in terms of ranking. So it's really good strategy, Roy, and I love your tips and ideas. My only challenge right now, because of the way Blab is right now in beta and things like that, it actually calls a lot of, it makes a lot of, I don't know how they call it exactly in the video thing, but sorry?
Server calls?
Yeah, it makes a lot of calls. So what happens, your page, the page where you're putting the embed, like the Blab embed code, it slow down everything. However, when you have it on, if you use YouTube and you embed YouTube and you compare Blab to YouTube, YouTube is super faster than the Blab page where you embedded your event. So that's the only challenge with the embedding thing.
Right, and as an SEO, I would say yes, take that into consideration, but it's very little consideration about the load speed. Okay, if that's the only difference and you're building your page for SEO purposes, which I don't recommend you do, even as an SEO, don't build it for SEO, build it for your friends, build it for your friends to be, build it for people so that they don't have to go to Blab, but they come directly to you. You promote this. You send it out in your email. You send it out to your social media. So this is not something that needs to be found in Google. This is something that people already know where to go. And if it happens to be ranked well for your particular SEO term, that's a bonus. But my point is, don't build it for SEO. Build it for the people who you want to invite to a weekly show. So the whole idea is this. When you meet somebody in social media, like on Twitter, like on Facebook, like on Google+, wherever is your favorite place, invite them to something. Hi, my name's Roy. Hi, my name's Amel. Okay, what do we have in common? We both like SEO. Okay, great. Now what are we going to do? So now you say, hey, I have a weekly SEO show. You might enjoy that. As a matter of fact, I'd like for you maybe to be a guest one day. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Do you see what I'm trying to say? What you're trying to do is you're wanting to network. Okay, but I have another name for that. Since Blab here, I've decided that networking isn't working for me. What's really working for me is net friending.
Nice.
I love net friending. All I do is come here and I just want to be a friend to you. Now, whether you want to be a friend to me or not, that's yet to be decided. But once we become friends, now the sky's the limit. There's another word I love because of Blab. I love co-collaborating, right? Co-collaborate.
Nice.
Or as I like to say, co-create. And with the ease of which we can all put a course together about this or that or whatever. There's all kinds of platforms out there that are providing such ease for us to use and share the wealth with them and other people and affiliates and what have you. I can now go and find my newest friend here on Blab or wherever and go, you know what? We should do a course together. Yes, let's serve your community, serve my community, serve your tribe, my tribe. This is my initial thinking about putting the Blab experience, the show, your weekly show, your daily show, whatever it happens to be, on your web property. It's always about your web property, okay? So that's why I say that, and make sure that you send people to your/Blab first, and then if they continue on and click all the other links and find Blab that way, that's great too, because you want to share the wealth. That's just my take on it. Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much, Roy. I really appreciate
Roy,
it.
I have one more question for you. I'm sorry. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to add something.
I have a talk show that I do, and I've started doing them on Blab. The problem is like when I take callers, when my intro and stuff to the show, they can't hear it on Blab. Do you have any suggestions?
I'm not sure I follow.
Okay. So I'm in a studio when I do the show.
Okay.
And we've simulcast it onto my website and Sprecher and a couple other sites, iTunes and all that stuff. But it's fine that way. But when I can't feed the audio into Blab, as far as the intro, people calling into the show, because it's not connected. You know what I'm saying?
I'm really not following that. Amel, are you following? Maybe you can help me explain it a different way so I can grab that, or you're not getting it either.
Me too. I'm not catching you there, Robert.
Okay,
can
so
you
let me
just
ask
explain
you
it
a
again?
question. Let me ask you a question, Robert. So I don't understand how they're not hearing you on Blab. So if I'm on Blab and I'm watching your show through Blab, I'm not hearing you. Is that it?
No, you hear me talking, but if someone calls in with a question from the show, because I have an 800 number they call into.
Oh, you mean call in on
calling the phone? Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
You didn't
Or
say
they don't hear the intro of the show and the outro.
I thought you meant they were calling in on these seats because, it says call in. Okay. All right. Now I get you. So when you hear the call, they don't hear it on Blab.
Yeah, they hear my side, they don't hear the other side.
Okay. So obviously your phone is not like a speakerphone where you can feed it into the microphone. So your phone needs to be fed into the mic, which feeds into Blab, right? So I don't know how to do that. I'm not like a sound engineer or something like that, but I'm sure that there's stuff for the phone where you can have it to where it can send into your mic or something like that. I'm sure that they have something like that to where you can take those callers.
Yeah, I figured that.
Feed them in here, or just do it with duct tape and make it a speakerphone and see if that helps without getting any feedback. I don't know how else to do that.
All right,
but that's a great thing. That's a great question, because if you have people calling in on the phone, that's wonderful, and that's one of the things that I've been saying here too. Even though this is as popular as it is, if they had one opportunity here for people to also still call on their phone, so they don't have to be connected to the internet, but they can still call in on a phone, and it would still say their audio, but not necessarily take up the space on a seat. And then that would solve your problem, but I don't know if they're going to do something like this or not.
Okay, Robert, did you put something in the chat?
No.
All right, cool.
That was Mr. Millionaire just showed us an example of how we can copy the link. I've done it a couple times. As a matter of fact, I did it today with one of our older blabs. I have it running on my website, but I didn't check just yet to see how slow.
So I want to really talk about this. I understand you, Roy. I agree with what you said, that the fact that we need always to, take people from whatever social platform where we started meeting them and taking them back to the website. I do agree with you, but it's important for a website to be fast, not just for the SEO part of it, but for people who are actually on your website. You don't want them to have a bad experience. So what I'm trying to say here, it's not to embed your blab. It's to find a way, technical way, as to Robert before. It's find a way where we are actually streaming our live blab on YouTube, and then we will be able to embed that whatever YouTube live event on our site, because you can actually embed that on your site and live stream from your website. So people go to your page, but it's still YouTube, but it's a live stream from YouTube. So that's the challenge. That's the technical challenge that I'm trying to, actually I'm working on it right now during this week. That's what I'm only focusing on. It's how can I, as I explained it again, how can I just stream from YouTube? Record or whatever, stream live from YouTube our blab live event, and then have it embedded on our page on your website. Okay, but it's actually a live event. So, and I agree with you, Roy, but I'm just saying that I need to, as a website, as an SEO person, and I work a lot with website. My goal is to make people happy and to make the search engines happy. So both of them, not just one of them. So hopefully I can figure out a solution and share it with you guys.
Right, and I agree with you, Amel, but see, I'm going to agree to disagree with you on the site speed for the show. Okay, so for me, I would say to you, for your show / blab, forget about SEO. Just forget about it. If you don't even rank on SEO, so what? What you're doing is you're sending your people to watch your show every day. For example, what if I have 50, just a second. Yeah. If I have 50,000 people on my email list, okay? Let's say I don't, but let's say I do. Or let's say I find somebody that I want to partner with and they have 50,000 people on their email list. And I say to them, look, I'm going to interview you. You tell your people that I'm going to interview you.
Okay.
You give them this link, mydomain.com/blab.
Okay.
And they're going to show up at my website, 50,000 people, okay, if they all come, are going to show up on my website to watch me interview their tribe leader. Okay? That's what I'm doing.
Okay, I understand.
That has nothing to do with SEO. I could care less about SEO on that point. And if I do get found on the search engines for my keyword phrases and it's still slow, that's a bonus. My point is you want to bring people to your website. Bring them from email or from someone else's email list, then that's the best thing that you want to do. So I don't know if that's making sense to you, because
it makes sense completely.
It has nothing to do. You're right. It has nothing to do with SEO. I'm just saying, bring people back to your website, and who knows, you may end up with 2,000 or 3,000 people signing up for your email list because your email list is right above where they're watching. It's like they're watching it and they can see here, sign up for my email list and here's what you get as a bonus, blah, blah, blah. I hope you understand what I'm saying.
I get it.
Yes, completely. Me too. I got it. I'm just, as I said, we can agree to disagree here about the site speed, and that's fine with me too. So, I have. Do we have? Oh, we have some questions. Okay, we have Matt who wants to join. So,
hey guys.
Hey Matt, how's it going?
Good. Yourself?
Good.
I just wanted to ask Roy,
hi, Matt.
I embed my individual blabs into my website, but I haven't actually embedded the profile in there. How do you do that?
Okay, I'm going to put the code here on the side. Hopefully it'll show up.
Yeah,
here's all you need to do, guys. You guys, all you do is iframe it, right? That's really all you're doing. So this is nothing new.
Okay.
All you need to do is, like on the first one, the top one, insert your blab URL, which in your case, Matt, would be where you're found. So it would be your @ Oz backpacking. Yes. So it would be blab.com, blab.im / and then your Twitter username, and then you just put that where it says insert blab URL, and then you can change the width and the height to whatever you want. And you can change, the frame border and all that good stuff. And so if you just do a little bit of research on Google, you can find out all the little tweaks that you can make there. But that will embed your profile, and that way it's better to send people to your actual website to look at your blab profile and all the upcoming blabs that you have, the scheduled blabs, the replays, rather than sending them to blab, right? Yep. It's always best to send them to your page, and then you can add other stuff. Like I say, get these people to sign up for your email list. That's really the key. I'm all about email marketing. I'm all about email lists, because it's one thing to have 50,000 people following you on Facebook or Twitter or Google Plus or Blab even, but it's another thing to have them on an email list, to have the same amount of people where you can send out an email and you be sure that more people will see it. So that's my point. Great question, Matt.
Sounds like I need you as a mentor, Roy.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, guys. I need to do a step back because we got to get Pamela back in here.
We have.
I'll jump out, you guys.
Yeah, we.
Well, Matt, did you have any more questions? You didn't have to leave with the.
Yeah, Matt. If you have other questions, you can join in. I'm trying to. All right, so we're waiting for Pamela. And in the chat and see some other. I'm missing a question there. Do you have any other questions for us, Matt, about your website challenges or anything that has to do with your website?
Pretty much my main challenge at the minute is getting email
subscribers.
The traffic's not too bad, but but it's just, and like, you know, I will actually get plenty of emails with people sending me emails, asking me questions. You know, people contact me on Twitter, Instagram's going well, but it's like, so far as actually getting people to give me their email, it's near impossible. And I don't know if that's just the target market, because I've tried about 3 different things now. I've had, everything from a giveaway to a free ebook to having absolutely nothing, and nothing's actually worked. So I'm not actually sure the best way to fix that.
You know, one thing you might want to try,
Okay.
but Emil's very familiar with this. She just did a presentation on this. But have you tried doing maybe? I have rules set up on some sites that I do where if they've visited more than one page, a pop-up will come up and say join our list, because that tells me that they're interested in the content that's on that site. So that little pop-up, it's almost like I don't know if you know what a light box effect is, where it just kind of pops up for a second and, you know, reminds them about the mailing list.
Okay.
That I've found that to be very successful.
Is there an easy way to do that? Like, the only thing I really use is a AppSumo, no, SumoMe, one of those ones.
Are you using WordPress?
Yeah.
Emil, you want to jump in?
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, no problem. I just was waiting for you to. Sorry about that. Okay, so Matt, first I have a few questions for you so I can help you out. So you're saying that you are giving some giveaways, and you have already traffic on your website. So do you have, like Robert said, if you're using WordPress, do you have pop-ups like a sign up that's gonna pop when someone your site are using that already or not?
Yeah, I'm
Yes?
using a pop-up that pops up. I think it's set at the yet again. I've tried to have it pop up as soon as they arrive, but I got rid of that pretty early on, and now it sort of pops up, you know, after like when they're about to leave, or like a smart pop-up, if that makes sense.
Okay. Oh yeah, makes sense. So here's the one that really works really well. If you're saying that you already have some traffic, and hopefully you know your analytics, you already have Google Analytics, so you know which pages are getting the most traffic on your website. So you can start with that. So are you using Web Analytics right now?
I am. To be honest, like I'm not an expert on it. Like I look at it and I have a little bit of an idea, but I'm still learning.
Okay. Okay, so really, that's what I'm geek about. What I geek about, it's Web Analytics. It's so powerful, and you have all the data about your website just like there, and you're not like taking advantage of it. So the first thing you need to do, I'm gonna give you a quick strategy to help you out with this challenge. So how can you get more email subscribers from your website? So you're saying that I have traffic. So first thing first, you go to your Google Analytics. You open up your Google Analytics. On the left side, there is the menu. You go to Behavior, and then you click on Pages Report. So when you click on Pages Report, they're gonna show you're gonna see all your pages listed there with, and just click filter from the one that have the most traffic to the one that have the least traffic, and then take, I don't know how many pages you have on your website. So I don't know how many you have, 100, 200?
Yeah, a fair few. I'm not sure exactly.
Okay, so whatever, I don't know, you decide if you want to work on a small, small group of pages. Start with the top 10 or top 20, just to make it easy so you don't get overwhelmed. So take your top 20, take your top 20 high traffic pages from your website using Google Analytics, as I explained. So put them on Excel file so you know which they are. Now, the next step you need to do is to create an offer that's related to the content of these pages. So I don't know if there is a page where what's the, it's about restaurants?
So it's about traveling Australia on a budget, basically.
Oh, excuse me, traveling to Australia. All right, excuse me, because I think Revi card was about restaurants, so I got mixed up there. So your website is about traveling to Australia. So you look at the top 10 pages, you look at the content of these pages, and then figure out, all right, if I was your target market and I'm gonna read this page, what do I need from it? Like, what's the next thing that I need to really enjoy the content? So what you could do, you create a PDF file, All right. One easy thing that you can do, if you have checklist, like traveling checklist or something like that, you create a PDF for that. But you need to make an offer that's really closely related to the content of these pages. Okay. And then in the content, so you have few paragraphs, and then you have like a small rectangle. Have it like yellow or like a nice color that has to do with your website, that match your branding, and write down on that small rectangle, just say, if you want to download my traveling to Australia checklist, click here to get to print the PDF. So when they click, you need to have a pop-up, and then that's where they need to enter their name and their email to get whatever you just promised them. So if you do that, you will actually increase the subscribers, because it's really closely related to them, and you're starting from the top 10 pages that already have traffic.
So would you put those? Would you put those links or those offers, like the printable stuff? Would you put that on a separate hidden page within the website, or?
Okay. Also, that for them to download that PDF. That's what you're saying. Okay. No, you will have a page to send them to when they sign up. So when they sign up, you send them right away to the thank you page, and that's where they're gonna download whatever PDF you promised them. Now, when you take your 10 pages or 20 top pages with high traffic, I'm sure there is few pages who you can create one PDF for them, for like, let's say for 5 pages, you can offer the same thing, because they are really closely related to each other. So at the end, you may create maybe 3 thank you pages for each one of them, and that's what you need to do. So when they sign up, you send them to the correct page, and then you actually, in a way, you're segmenting your list.
Sorry about my ignorance, but how do you create the page that you send them to?
Okay. Oh, it's a page on your WordPress. Just create a page and have you know how to download your PDF to your hosting, and then to your WordPress, and then you just have a URL to that PDF, and then just have a picture, an image of that PDF, and then create a page, regular page on your WordPress. Okay, and then what you need to do, you write content telling them thank you for signing up, and here is the PDF, here is the checklist that I promised you. Then have a picture of that checklist, a nice image, and this is when they click on it, the PDF will open, because you will take the URL of your PDF, and then you create a clickable link from that image, so that when they click, it's a PDF that's going to open on their computer, on their screen.
The other thing you want to do too is hide that, no index that page. You don't want people
no index. Good. Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah, do not index that page, please. Don't forget to add it. If you're using a plugin, an SEO plugin, there's always at the bottom of, when you write the post, when you scroll down, there's something that says do not index. So do not index that page, and just give it, and also at the same time send them an email and to thank you them, and then put again the URL so they go back to download. And actually the thank you page is actually another opportunity for you to maybe promote something else, or maybe give them another bonus that they didn't know about, or maybe also to invite them to connect with you on social media, or on, like, you know what I mean? It's another opportunity for you to connect more with them in the thank you page.
So how do you create a thank you page? Like, I've understood everything up to now, but how do you create a thank you page?
Right.
Just go to pages.
It's just a regular page on your site.
Go to pages, add new page, give it a...
it's not a post.
Yeah. And then,
so you have a WordPress? Yeah. Okay. So so you have blog posts and you have pages. You create an About Us page, and you create... So it's a page. It's a download page. So it's not a post, it's a page. Okay, and do not index that page, and keep it, You
guys are amazing.
Make sense?
Thank you so much,
guys. Thank you, Matt.
Legends.
Thanks for coming in, Matt.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming.
Got about 5 minutes. Anybody want to jump in on the show and ask a question?
Wow, already. Did we answer all the questions?
No, we didn't. There's a couple out here.
All right, cool.
Yeah, that was some great answers you gave.
Yes.
Okay, Robert, do you want to take this one, the start of the cam, because you're good with the blab and the camera, and so can you start another window with the second camera on screen when you're on
Yes.
blab?
No. You
can't, huh? Oh, actually, what you can
in
do,
the
and I saw
browser.
someone like really a while ago doing it. You need to have like 2 accounts. One account that you're gonna use to like stream yourself there, and another account that you can start on another maybe PC, another computer, where you can actually have the other camera or something like that. So you will have like two
Yeah.
seats to be
There's
able
a
to do
question
this.
from Rev. What's her name? Revy Cards that we've not answered for some time back.
Okay, which one?
The question she had asked, I think it was one of the earlier questions. I'm looking for it right now.
Did we answer that one?
It sounds like. Oh
yeah, we.
So we did answer this one. We did answer this one with Roy.
I think it's about the Yoast plugins. It sounds like.
Oh yes, okay. Okay, so Revy Card said, it sounds like you are all SEOs. What do you think of the new Yoast plugin for WordPress? They changed the structure, and I think I hate it. You want to start, Robert, with this one?
No, I haven't even really dug into it because all my settings and everything are dialed in, and I haven't really touched it in the last couple of days. But so I can't really speak on it.
All right, so my personal opinion here, I'm not talking, I have nothing to do with Yoast anyway, so I tested it because that's what I do. I'm an SEO geek. I need to test and try and do experiments. So I tried the Yoast plugin, and honestly, I really didn't like it. And not only that, I found that few features, SEO features that were really important, were missing. So I just stopped using it for a super while now. So I don't know where they are. However, I use their analytic plugin. So just to give you an idea, which I find okay.
What's missing? What's missing?
I don't remember exactly, but they had like few things that they were really like important for me, and I couldn't find them, so I just removed them. And I just use all-in-one SEO, which is really good. It's not it's they do really good job, and it does what it has to do.
Do they still have the red light, green light exact match phrase?
Yours? You mean I think so. Yeah, I think that's what the new plugin has. Yeah, I think you're right. That's what they have. Anyway, I don't really use it, so I'm sorry. Just our own opinion, and we have nothing against Yoast. So it's a good plugin for beginners.
I use it.
Did we answer?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. That's good. Do we have other questions? I don't see other.
All of them that were there.
Cool.
We answered that one.
Mm-hmm.
What's missing?
No, we don't have to answer that. I think we covered that.
I'm just cleaning it up. All right.
Okay, great.
If you have a question, you type /Q space and your question, and the question will come up.
Well, my question for the week was answered. Now I know what to do with it. And I got some answers that I didn't even think of asking yet, but they helped me because I need to put a click funnel. That's what it's called.
Conversion funnel?
A what?
Conversion funnel?
Yeah, I need to put something like that on my site.
It's a picture of
a bad experience. Okay, clown. I had a bad experience this week. I hired someone from Fiverr to assist me. Well, yeah, Robert, don't do it. I know you're gonna say it. And they failed me. They failed me. So I ended up canceling the job.
What was it you wanted done? You were getting done?
I was trying to get an ebook done. One of those 10-page simple ebooks. I was providing all the information. I just wanted them to format it and put it up for me. And I got a bad job.
which is what you pay for
Okay,
$5.
so just for you, Pamela, were you super detailed? Did you exactly like tell them what should be done? Because it's a book, it's an ebook, it's not something, you know, shouldn't be that easy. You know what I mean?
It wasn't, I mean, well, I was providing all the information. All they had to do was the cover and format it for me. Okay? They got all the information from me, but this particular person was apparently not experienced with doing ebooks, and they took it on. So I had to end up canceling the job.
Okay, just Sivila, we did actually answer your question. Oh, I'm sorry that you missed the answer because it wasn't like, I know I was giving the answer myself. I don't want to brag or anything, but actually it's detailed, and you can just go right now and do it and see the results. But please watch the recording so you can get the answer that we gave to Matt, because he was the one asking the question about how to get more subscribers, email subscribers on his website. So we did answer that for you, actually. So to answer Matt, yes, you can contact me, Matt, on Twitter. You can follow me, and I'm going to follow you back, and then we can take this, over Skype, and we can work together. No problem with that. Do we have other questions, guys? Okay, so I answered that one.
Oh, no.
Okay, how do you get the question? Okay, so here's how we get the question. When you are, we have from the left side, when you type your question, it goes to the left, and then we can click on it to answer it. So, and it's when we click on answer, it opens a seat with the question there. So it happens when you are actually the host of the blab, it's a cool feature actually. Okay, ciao, Ravi Cards, and thank you for everybody for joining us today. Thanks for your questions. We really appreciate your time. We appreciate that you came here and you joined us. You shared, you answered questions. You helped us out. So thank you very much. Do you want to add anything, Robert or Pamela, before we wrap this up?
You can reach Emil at Emil M on Twitter.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I always forget it. Okay, guys, so it's Amel, and you can follow me on Twitter. It's AMELM. I'm gonna put it on the chat, and actually it's Blab, so you can just you just click on my name and you'll see it there. So follow me, and then I'm gonna follow you, Robert, for reminding me.
Yeah,
so,
I wanted to mention that you're gonna be on my show next Tuesday at 3:30. If you guys want to listen in, it's at searchtalklive.com.
Okay, can you put the URL on the chat box, please, Robert? So yes, guys, if you really liked this, this live event, please feel free to share it with your friends. We're here to help. We love, talking about SEO and website challenges and helping you out. So come back every Friday. We're here at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Come with new questions. If you have challenges during the week, we can help you maybe solve them. And feel free to, tweet about this event and retweet it. Sharing is caring. So please, we want really to help as much people as we can. And so I'll leave Pamela for the last words. Go ahead before we wrap this up.
Thank you, guys. It's Pam Gomez. My company's name is onaturalaromatherapy.com. I sell essential oils, and I promote my products twice a day on Periscope, once at 8 a.m. and the other one at 1 p.m. And Friday nights, I dabble in technology with my friends. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. And okay, have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.